What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm not sure if you can hear my heater in the background there, but I can't really turn it off because it's kind of cold in my room. But before we get into what this actual video is for, I want to reintroduce one half of the set dressed. Ooh, shiny and new. Actually getting to see more of the poster than the other frame showed too. It's not gonna stay there, because as I mentioned before, this wall has a mold problem. This is gonna end up filling this space. So we still gotta find something to fill this in. But honestly, the way I'm thinking at the moment, that's gonna be a whole other video all to itself. And it does involve basically moving my furniture pretty much all around. But you clicked on this video because I went back to Vivid for a second time. Actually, I might have deleted some footage. If I can recover some stuff, it'll be the first couple of bits, because I went back to Vivid with some friends. I've put part 2 as the title of this video because it's like the second video I've made about going to Vivid and its light shows and stuff. But if I'm being completely honest, I'm mainly making this video because of the third time that I personally went and looked at some of the light fixtures. I think I've seen all of them now. No, there is one that I know of that I haven't seen, and I don't think I'll get to because it's at the zoo. I'd love to be able to. There's also lights at Luna Park, I believe, but that's a whole other thing as well. The day in question, the third day that I went, I did actually spend pretty much that entire day hanging out with a friend of mine who I've been wanting to hang out with for so long. So I was really happy to be able to spend, I think by the end of it we ended up spending like 12 hours just hanging out. It was really fun. And that obviously included doing some Vivid stuff. But earlier that day, we had gone over to Luna Park. I don't know how much of a challenge you can call it at Luna Park, but we'd set ourselves the challenge of going on every ride that was open. And if you wimped out of one, you basically had to pay for the other person's lunch. And it sort of became this cumulative thing of like, well, if you've skipped out on 2 and I've skipped out on 1, you still owe me lunch, sort of a thing. And there were a couple that were closed, which was but no, all in all, it was a pretty good day. There was a couple of rides, like I said, that I would have loved to have had open. One of the roller coasters there looks mean as fuck, and I would love to go on it. But I'm going to be completely honest, if I'm making a YouTube video about going on roller coasters, it's going to be when I go to the Gold Coast, hopefully later this year. We'll see what happens. So we went to Luna Park earlier that day. We'd come back, and by the time we got back, it was like 4-ish. So we were sort of like, well, why don't we get some food and then head back to like here, just sort of hang out for an hour, rest our feet, because we'd been walking pretty much all day around Luna Park, and we knew we were going to do even more walking that night at Vivid. So we came back here and we sort of just chilled out. They almost fell asleep in my bed, which, I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't have been mad about. You know, they are kind of, so I wouldn't have minded, but we did end up not going back down to Vivid at the time we planned. We went down a little bit later, so it was, yeah. Hello, future version of me, the one editing the video you're currently watching. Wanted to step in here real quick just to clarify that despite how I made it sound, the hanging out that happened in this room was not as risque as you might think. They had curled up underneath my like mink blanket, but on top of my doona, and basically made themselves a cocoon. The heater was on, they were very comfortable, I don't blame them. my bed's very comfortable. It has to be to try and convince my insomnia to let me sleep occasionally. So they were very much like relaxed and falling asleep. Like I said, we've been walking around pretty much all day. It was like 4 or 5 hours at Luna Park. We caught the ferry back across, caught a light rail pretty much all the way back here, and then they like curled up on my bed and were very slowly drifting off. And by the time we sort of realised what the time was, it was half an hour after when we said we were going to go down to Vivid. So that's what happened. I just want to clarify that. Anyway, back to the video for you. But no, all in all, we had a pretty good day. I'm hoping we get to hang out soon. This Friday, actually, we're going to an arcade. I hope they're okay with me vlogging because I would very much like that content. You do kind of, very slightly, see them in this video, but you're not like introduced to them the way you were introduced to some of my other friends from Afters in the Boys video. That video opens with them singing very off-key to the music being played at the premiere, but that's the kind of energy we love. But anyway, there's some more of the lights that weren't in part 1's video. It was pretty much made solely off my first time down, and that's why I made that video. This one's more of just a these are the rest of the lights on display kind of a video. So I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you at the end. Okay, so everything up until the little jumpy man was my second night. Everything after the jumpy man was my third night. The food, right? The chips on a stick and the mozzarella sticks. They might be the most basic white bread ass foods on the face of the planet. One is essentially just a potato that has been spiralized, has skewer put through it, deep fried, chicken salt. Done. Like, it's so basic. So why is it so good? And the other one is literally deep fried cheese, right? Like, when people are like, white people love cheese. Yeah, no shit, have you tried it? It is delicious. I feel bad for lactose intolerant people not being able to experience that. But anyway, so the food was pretty good, and I deliberately left the sound in the musical rings thing from the second night, because I thought you guys should see that. There are some lights that I still haven't shown you because it's such a big thing, but if I was going to do a third trip down, I think I would focus more on the food scene a little bit more. I'm not trying to do some other things. There are some foods that my friend that I went with the third time, they wanted and didn't get to have. So I think if I was going to do a fourth trip, make a third part for this, I would try to focus on the things that I haven't shown you guys yet, as far as the lights are concerned, and then the food scene, because the food scene's kind of poppin'. It's really good. There's so much food down there. There's so much food. You know what? I will do part 3. I will do the things that I haven't done yet on like the closing night. But we'll see. We'll see. So yeah. So that'll be the 18th. I'm also kind of looking at getting back into. I think I can work it a little bit better. Trying to get back into A, some more regular uploads, but B, more uploads per week. I think I can do it. I think knowing now what first semester's been like, and knowing the sorts of ideas that I've had as I've gone through this first semester, I think the second semester I'm gonna be able to do it. I do already know that coming up for the rest of this month, I have a ton of like Pokemon and Marvel things that I want to talk about. Some gaming stuff. Pretty much as soon as Vivid ends, I'm into my shoot blocks. I'm also kind of hoping, I'm gonna have to double check on this one, but I'm kind of hoping that I can sort of upload my like semester 1 at Afters film reel. I do have copies on my laptop. I can quickly get into Premiere Pro. Title card 1, title card 2, title card 3. Happy to throw in some credits. I know who's worked on what projects, but I will definitely ask because I want to be able to do that. That'll sort of be at the latest very early next month. So I officially start my holidays on the 3rd, which I think is the Sunday, and it's like the last day of something due. So once I submit that, I'm on holiday for about 4 weeks. But I think that's about it for this video. I'm going to stop rambling. You and I will both appreciate that, so if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button wherever it is on your device, and while you're there, go ahead and give that little bell a ring, turns on those push notifications so you can stay up to date with when I upload new videos. What's your favourite carnival food? Let me know in the comments down below, and until next time guys, keep your head screwed on.